Okay, so you've probably been there, right? You ask a generative AI a question, you're expecting something brilliant, and what you get back is, well, kind of useless. You are definitely not alone. So let's dive into this and figure out how to stop getting those frustrating generic responses and start crafting prompts that actually deliver what you need.
Yeah, it's such a common problem. You ask for something specific and you get back this vague, rambling paragraph, or, even worse, something that's just flat out wrong. It can seriously feel like you're talking to a brick wall. But what if I told you the problem isn't the AI? What if it's the way we're talking to it?
You see, that feeling of talking to a wall, it all comes from a simple misunderstanding. For decades, search engines have trained us to think in a certain way. Be brief, use keywords, just ask a question. But these new AI tools, they aren't just libraries of information. They're collaborators, and treating them like a simple search bar is the single biggest mistake we all make. It's what's holding us back from getting truly brilliant results. So, to get those brilliant results, we need a complete mental shift. It's about changing our role in the entire conversation. I want you to stop thinking of yourself as someone just passively asking a question. Instead, picture this. You are a film director, and the AI, it's your brilliant, talented, award-winning actor ready and waiting on set for their scene. This right here, this is the fundamental change. You wouldn't walk up to your star actor and say, hey, maybe just say something about the scene, or no way. You give them clear, precise directions. You set the stage, you give them their motivation, you tell them exactly what you need from their performance. That's how you get an award-winning result. So let's redefine what we're even doing here. Prompting isn't just typing a question into a box anymore. It's the art of direction. It's all about giving your AI assistant, your actor, a crystal clear script so it can deliver the exact performance you have in your head. Let's just look at the difference side by side. On the one hand, you've got the old search bar mindset. It's passive. You throw out vague questions and just kind of hope for the best. But on the other hand, you have the director mindset. This is active. This is about using specific commands, giving rich context, and expecting a precise result. It's the difference between hoping and commanding. Okay, so you're ready to step into the director's chair. Love it. But a great director doesn't just show up on set empty-handed, right? They come prepared. They have a toolkit. And that's exactly what I'm going to give you, a set of powerful principles that will help you craft the perfect prompt every single time. These, right here, are the keys to the kingdom. Think of this as your pre-flight checklist for every single prompt you write. You're going to tell the AI who to be, why you're asking, exactly what you need, how you want it to look, and what rules it has to follow. You master these 5 things, and you've mastered prompting. First up, and this one is a game changer, give your actor a role. Before you ask for anything, start your prompt by telling the AI who it is. You are an expert in educational technology, or you are a master research methodologist. Just that one step frames the entire response, and it leads to way more accurate and reliable answers. You know, a great performance needs motivation, and that is where context comes in. Don't just ask a question in a vacuum. Give the AI the background story. Why are you asking this? What's the goal? Giving it this context ensures the AI understands the scope of your request and gives you a much, much more relevant answer. A director is also in charge of how the final scene looks, right? The editing, the framing. You can do the same thing. You need to be explicit about the format. Do you want bullet points for a quick summary, a table to compare some data, a concise paragraph for a report? Tell the AI exactly how you want the information presented. And finally, every great performance needs boundaries. You need to set the rules of the game. Tell the AI to keep the response under 300 words, or to use a formal tone, or maybe to avoid super technical jargon. These constraints are like guardrails. They guide the AI to a perfectly focused and useful response. All right, so that's the theory. It sounds powerful, for sure, but let's move from the toolkit to the actual film set. Let's look at a couple of real-world prompts that use these principles to go from just a vague idea to an incredible, specific result. Just look at this prompt for a second. It doesn't really feel like a question, does it? It feels like a command, a clear set of directions. It's telling the AI who to be, what to focus on, what evidence it has to use, and exactly how to format the answer. And now we can break it down. Look how each part of that prompt maps directly back to our toolkit. First, the director casts the actor. You are an expert. Then, they set the scene by defining the topic, game-based learning in K-12 education.
They ask for a specific kind of performance, provide evidence. And finally, they frame the shot. Keep the response in bullet points. See? Nothing is left to chance. Every piece has a purpose.
Let's look at one more example, but this time there's a crucial new element in play. The director is being super specific again, but notice that powerful little constraint at the end. Keep the response to no more than 300 words. Believe me, that is a game-changing instruction.
And this just brilliantly illustrates the power of constraints. By adding that simple word count, the director makes sure the output isn't some long, rambling essay. Instead, you get a tight, concise, and incredibly useful summary. It literally forces the AI to be efficient and focus only on the most critical information.
So we've seen the problem, we've built the director's toolkit, and we've watched it in action on set. All that's left is, honestly, the most important part. Because now, the power shifts to you. It's your turn to step into that director's chair. So if you remember anything from this, let it be these 3 things. 1. You are the director. You are in complete control. 2. Think of your prompt not as a question, but as a clear set of instructions. And 3, always use your toolkit. Specify the role, the context, the format, and the constraints.
You know, this is about so much more than just getting better answers. It's a fundamental change in how you interact with this technology. You are no longer a passive user just hoping for a good result. You are an active creator, collaborating with an incredibly powerful tool to bring your ideas to life. The stage is set, your actor is ready, and you have your script. The only question left is the most exciting one of all. Now that you're the director, what amazing things are you going to create?